Task number 6, basic math. The building blocks of modern cryptography lies in mathematics. To demonstrate some basic algorithms, we will cover two mathematical operations that are used in various algorithms: XOR operation and modulo operation. XOR is a binary operation that is commonly used for encryption and decryption of data. XOR operates on binary data, which are bits, and is based on the principles of Boolean algebra. The operation invokes two bits. The result of the operation is 1 if the two bits are different, and 0 if they are the same. XOR operation, short for exclusive OR, is a logical operation in binary arithmetics that plays a crucial role in various computing and cryptographic applications. In binary, XOR compares two bits and returns 1 if the bits are different and 0 if they are the same. As shown in the truth table below, this operation is often represented by the symbol, or the symbol, right? These two symbols. A, B, and then the A XOR B. So XOR compares two bits and returns 1 if the bits are different, 0 if they are the same. A and B are the same is 0, they are different, 1, 1, and then again the same is 0. If this is the first time you work with a truth table, it is a table that shows all possible outcomes. The XOR truth table above states all 4 cases, and here we see them in basically displayed, typed, but you can see the same thing in the table below. Let's consider an example where we want to apply XOR to the binary numbers 1010 and 1100. To the binary numbers 1010 and 1100. In this case, we perform the operation bit by bit. 1 is 0, 0, 1 XOR 1 equals 0, 0 XOR 1 equals 0, okay, resulting in 0, 1, 1, 0. You may be wondering how XOR can play any role in cryptography. XOR has several interesting properties that make it useful in cryptography and error detection. One key property is that applying XOR to a value with itself results in 0, and applying XOR to any value with 0 leaves it unchanged. This means that A XOR A equals 0 and A XOR 0 equals A for any binary value A. Additionally, XOR in commutative, that is A XOR B equals B XOR A. And it is associative, that is A XOR B XOR C equals A XOR B XOR C. Let's see how can we make use of the above in cryptography. We will demonstrate how XOR can be used as a basic symmetric encryption algorithm considering the binary values P and K, where P is the plaintext and K is the secret key. The ciphertext is C equals P XOR K. Now, if you know C and K, we can resolve P. We start with C XOR K equals P XOR K XOR K in parentheses, but we know that parentheses P XOR K, closing the parentheses, XOR K equals P XOR opening the parentheses K XOR K and then closing it. Close the parentheses because XOR is associative. Furthermore, we know that K XOR K equals 0. Consequently, P XOR K XOR K, P XOR K XOR K equals P XOR 0 equals P. In other words, XOR serves as a simple symmetric encryption algorithm. In practice, it is more complicated as we need a secret key as long as the plaintext. Modulo operator. Another mathematical operation we often encounter in cryptography is the modulo operator, commonly written as percentage or as mod. The modulo operator x modulo y is the reminder when x is divided by y. In our daily life calculations, we focus more on the result of division than on the remainder. The remainder plays a significant role in cryptography. So basically, if we divide 3 divided by 2 is basically 1, right? And then it remains 1. The modulo of 3 divided by 2 is 1. You need to work with large numbers when solving some cryptography exercises. Even if your calculator fails, we suggest using a programming language as Python. Python has a built-in int type that can handle integers of arbitrary size and would automatically switch to larger types as needed. Many other programming languages have dedicated libraries for big integers. If you prefer to do your math online, consider Wolfram Alpha. Let's consider the following examples. 25 modulo 5. So 25 basically divided by 5 is 5. Modulo is 0 because 25 divided by 5 is 5, which reminder of 0, that is 25 equal 5 multiplied by 5 plus 0. 23 on the other hand divided by 6 is 5 because 23 divided by 6 is 3, which is 18, remaining 23 minus 18 is 5. 23 divided by 7 is 2 because 23 divided by 7 is actually 7 multiplied by 3 is 21, and then 23 minus 21 is 2. An important thing to remember about modulo is that it's not reversible. If you are given the equation x modulo 5 equals 4, infinite values of x would satisfy this equation. The modulo operation always returns a non-negative result less than the divisor. This means that for any integer a and positive integer n, the result of a modulo n will always be a range of 0 and n minus 1. Answer the questions below. What's 1001 and then x or 101? So basically it's 1 0 0 1 1. What's this number and then modulo this number? Okay, let's open the calculator. Let's see, what do we have in here? Step-by-step solution, algebra. All right, transportation, calculation, or know about. Okay, we want to calculate this. So basically this is the modulo operator. And we want to calculate this. Let's see. What do we get on Wolfram Alpha? We have the result. We see actually the input is 118,630,842 modulo 1991. This is the result, 3,565. Let's place it here. And let's go back to this site. We see a number line. Also, here is the equivalent. This is the operation that they had. Integers congruent to, all right, the number. Okay, basically just write the whole number in text. What's 60 modulo 12? Well, let's see. I will say it's a 4. Actually, it's 5. Wait. If we multiply by 5, it's 60, it's 0.